the driveway wall. It's just like, it's kind of complaining about
He's going away.
the short trips. Look, do yourself a favor. I said this. Stand by. That's the comments.
Oh, yeah, that's the reason.
Maybe you'll get black walnut stuff.
Yes.
He was like, if you get all the
Crazy.
foresters and architects, then he like saw the light. Like,
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the July 10th, 2025 meeting of the Planning Board of the Village of Dobbs Ferry. I move that we open the meeting. Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, the first item on our agenda is the Knoll. Dan, do you have a statement?
Yeah, I actually have a letter that I was asked to read. It's from the attorneys for Hillside Development, and it is addressed to the mayor, Vincent Rosillo, mayor, and members of the Board of Trustees. As I believe you are all aware, our firm represents Andrew Cortese and Hillside Development, LLC, regarding a pending application for permits and approvals to construct homes on the two lots that our client owns, lots 147 and 153, on the road known as the Knoll and shown on a filed subdivision plat map. Despite the fact that Hillside has maintained and still contends that it has the legal right to open the Knoll and develop those two lots, Mr. Cortese has decided that it is in the best interests of Hillside, the village, and the surrounding neighborhood to withdraw these applications for development. Instead, Hillside has asked that we formally offer to dedicate fee ownership of both lots to the village, provided these lots are maintained and preserved as open space in perpetuity. In doing so, this should serve to benefit and protect the enduring nature preserve. I will reach out to the village attorneys to make appropriate arrangements to convey these parcels to the village. Under the terms and conditions set forth above, we would ask that you acknowledge your willingness to accept this dedication of real property. The meeting was held prior to this letter, and it looks like this is going to take place pretty quickly. That's all I have. So the matter is... So as far as tonight is concerned, items 1 through 4 are now off the agenda.
So, Dan, this was a continuation of the public hearing. Do we do anything regarding that?
No, you can just let it go.
Do we have to vote on continuing or just
Closing it?
I would just,
drop it?
yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
we vote on dropping it?
The next item on the agenda is 200 Ashford Avenue. Do we have anybody here to speak to that? Okay, now, is there anybody online?
Happy people.
No? So, Valerie and Anthony, you said they have not responded to the memos? Your
No,
memos?
so I
Not
would,
yet.
so I would just adjourn this application, adjourn the public hearing till next month.
Okay. I move that we adjourn the public hearing until the next meeting, next month. Do I have a second? All in
Second.
favor? Vote?
Yes,
Second.
yeah,
Okay.
all in favor.
Brosnan.
What's
President.
the date of our next meeting?
That's a good question.
August, shoot, I had it somewhere.
August,
Remember the days when we were not in August?
Yeah,
August 7th, right?
correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, he's 200 Ashford.
Are you 200 Ashford?
Yes, my architect should be the.
Okay, he's not. Also, the engineering and planning memos have not been responded to. So, I'm not sure how, we can't really proceed without that information from you. Okay, okay, but he's not.
Because they weren't reviewed prior to the meeting, right?
Yeah.
Right, there was nothing submitted.
Right, so there was nothing submitted to the village to,
Okay, well, what we can do is we can move on and then come back to this later if your architect joins us, okay? And why don't you give him a call? Sure, maybe he's stuck in traffic somewhere. The next item on the agenda is 7 Bramley Lane. Do we have anybody to speak to this application? Nobody online?
Nobody online?
It's an exciting meeting so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take it.
after that beginning, what can you?
Placement of retaining wall.
Yeah,
This is the wood to stone to wood, Yeah, the access issue.
Rotten wood with new
I
wood.
have,
Resolution.
we have
I have
resolutions.
resolutions. I don't know, Dan, if they're,
Yeah, I wouldn't do anything unless the applicants are present.
Okay.
Okay,
He normally shows the owner,
Yeah,
so maybe
Yes.
we push.
okay,
this.
we'll push that also for right now.
because it's also advertised as a public hearing.
Right.
The next item on the agenda is 13 Round Hill Road, public hearing for site plan approval for proposed replacement of stone patio with wood deck. Do we have anybody to speak to that?
Public hearing?
Well, let's see if they,
Yes.
Hi, Xizhou Li.
周焕宇
We're the owners of their townhouse. And we have our stone patio from the 70s, and we are looking to replace same footprint with a wood deck.
right, and you presented the project previously.
Yes.
Has anything changed that?
No.
Okay. I move that we open a public hearing. Do we have a second?
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, does anybody want to speak to this application? Anybody online? Okay, I move that we close the public hearing. Do we have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, we have resolutions.
we do. All right, so the first is a site plan resolution, whereas the applicant is seeking site plan approval to build a new deck. The property is located at 13 Round Hill Road. Now, therefore, it be it resolved, the planning board of the village of Dobbs Ferry determines based upon the findings and reasoning set forth below, the application for site plan approval is granted subject to the following conditions, and it refers to the site plans, 4 sheets by Real Seal Designs. And then the other conditions are your normal general conditions, just asking for any engineering issues to be satisfied, as well as paying out any outstanding consultant review and legal fees.
Okay, I make the motion. Do we have a second?
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
And AHRB?
And then the second one is, whereas the applicant is seeking architecture and historic review approval to construct a deck. Now therefore be resolved, the AHRB of the Village of Dobbs Ferry determines that based upon the findings and reasoning set forth below, the application for AHRB approval is granted, and again, this refers to the same 4 sheets by Real Seal Designs dated January 25th, 2025.
I make the motion. Do we have a second?
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
That was tough.
The next item on the agenda is 306 Clinton Avenue, public hearing for proposed remodel of finished basement to create an ADU.
Hello again, Andrew Shriver,
Sarah Schreiber.
owners. I know we presented, everything was in order last time, and so if, obviously subject to public comment, we'd be seeking a motion for approval this evening, but we're happy to entertain any additional questions.
Okay, has anything changed with the project since your last presentation?
No, I'm actually hoping to keep this as boring as the chair acknowledged earlier.
We like that.
Yeah.
Boring is good.
Okay, so this is a public hearing. I move that we open the public hearing. Do we have a second?
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Is there anyone that would like to speak to this project? Christine, anyone online? Okay, I move that we close the public hearing. Do I have a second?
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, Valerie, you have a resolution?
Yep, whereas the applicant is where the applicants, Sarah and Andrew Shriver, are seeking a special permit to build an accessory dwelling unit. The property is located 306 Clinton Avenue. Now therefore, be it resolved, the planning board of the Village of Dobbs Ferry determines that based upon the findings and reasoning set forth below, the application for special permit is approved, for the accessory dwelling unit is granted. The approved plans specifically refer to Michael Koch Architects dated May 1st, 2025. And then just a couple of things in terms of expiration renewal of accessory dwelling units in accordance with 300-39D. All changes of building ownership require reinspection per 204-21 of the Village Code. A change in the building ownership requires transfer of the special use permit for any existing permitted accessory dwelling unit. And and in the accessory dwelling, special permit shall expire automatically if a new building owner does not apply for special permit transfer within 90 days.
I make the motion. Do we have a second?
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, and that's it, right, Valerie?
Yes.
Okay. Good luck.
All right,
Yep,
thank
thank
you.
you.
Appreciate all your work.
Yep.
All right, anybody for 200 Ashford or 7 Bramley? Seen anybody online? No? Okay, let's move on to pre-submission conferences. 33 Main Street. Now, as I understand it, the only thing we're doing tonight is we're voting on an issue of notice of intent to be lead agency for environmental review.
Yes, that is correct. So we have the full EAF. We're ready to start circulating into the other involved agencies, and we just need a vote from the planning board to issue a notice of intent to be lead agency.
Okay, well, I move that we issue a notice of intent to be lead agency on 33 Main Street environmental review. Do we have a second? Second. Steve? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay,
Did for that.
that's it for that.
Thank you.
Ah,
Have a good night.
take care. 68 Palisades Street. 98 Palisades Street. Continuation of pre-submission conference for proposed approval of existing and corrected survey of sewer easement. Now, that's still under review, is that correct?
No, that's, I have reviewed it, and I found that the documents that they had submitted were satisfactory.
Okay.
So this item 2 can be
Removed.
removed, right? It was an administrative review.
Okay,
Um,
so we don't have to take any further action with this?
Correct.
Okay, we don't have to approve the easement or anything like that?
No.
Okay, all right. 15 Ogden Avenue, pre-submission conference for site plan approval for proposed legalization of existing retaining wall and new retaining wall along driveway of residents. Do we have anyone to speak to this? Online?
Pretty straightforward.
Hello, can you hear me now? Hello?
Yeah, yeah, you're a
Yes,
little
we
soft.
can hear you.
You're
Okay.
low.
I'm here for 15 Ogden Avenue.
Okay.
That's where we are.
Okay, good. So we presented all the documents that were required. I got a memo from the town engineer.
Who's speaking?
Could you
Anthony
identify
Alfred. My name is Alan Friedman. I'm the applicant for the planning board and the architectural review board.
Okay, thank you.
So I think I submitted all the required documents, and the plans were reviewed by Anthony Oliveri, PE, and I spoke to him yesterday about his objections, and I think everything can be corrected very easily with the engineer modifying his plan. So I was looking for a resolution tonight, if it's at all possible.
We had some questions, right? Anthony, you spoke with him. Did we resolve the wall height issue,
Yeah, I spoke with Mr. Friedman and discussed some of the questions. Maybe he could elaborate. I think one of the main questions was just to confirm like the height of the wall. And I think the other engineering questions could be answered, in due course, otherwise, but maybe just clarify that for the board.
The height of the wall that's on the plan includes the depth below ground for the footing of the wall, which is about 2 feet. So the actual height of the wall is only 6 feet above the driveway, as opposed to 8 feet, depending upon the curvature of the earth of where the driveway is in relation to the surrounding area.
Okay, yeah, now that makes sense, I think. And just if your engineer can address those comments and provide the calculations we asked for, I think we'd be fine, if you wanted to move on this.
okay, you think that could be done as part of prior to getting the building permit? I mean, this
Yeah.
seems like a pretty simple project.
Yeah, no, I mean, we could surely look at that stuff prior to.
On the approval if you want.
I'm comfortable going ahead with this. And any of the members feel that we need further review?
It's really up to Anthony.
Yeah.
If Anthony feels like it's okay, then.
Okay. Now, there's
Yeah,
no,
I wanted the board just to understand what the height of the wall.
Yeah,
Right.
thank you.
Got it.
Yeah, that's,
Thank you, yes.
So I think you're gonna have about a 6-foot reveal on the wall,
at its highest point.
closest to the house.
Right.
Right,
And it
And
goes
as a-
down to about 2 feet then.
right.
So,
I mean, those kind of structures are all over the village, for those
yeah,
older
yeah,
houses.
yes, I don't think it's really out of the ordinary.
Is there any site plan or planning component to
No,
this? It's
there's
just
not.
AHRB?
I have AHRB, and I can make, as part of a condition, and it's when we refer to approved plans, I can say the plans that dated March 27, 2025, and refer to the sheets, and I'm gonna write as amended, what's the date of your memo?
July 8th.
Okay, I can do it per the village engineer's memo.
July 8th, it says.
Okay, well, I'm happy moving ahead with this. Do you want to read the AHRB resolution?
Yep.
we don't need a public hearing or anything?
No, it's AHRB.
So whereas the applicant is seeking AHRB approval to construct a new retaining wall, the property is located at 15 Ogden Avenue. Now therefore be it resolved, the AHRB of the Village of Dobbs Ferry determines that based upon the findings and reasoning set forth below, the application for architectural and historic review approval is granted, subject to the following. And it has the approved plans and the plan set by Ted Yen, PE, dated March 27, 2025, C100 and C101, as amended per the village engineer's memorandum dated July 8, 2025. And then the color is cornerstone color chestnut.
Okay, I make the motion. Do we have a second?
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Right.
Okay.
Are there any public that want to speak on the AHRB aspect?
We can, well, it's
Yeah,
after the
late,
fact
but
now, but
You technically
If,
don't.
if we waive site plan, then
We don't-
there was no
Yeah,
site
right?
plan to waive,
Yeah.
according to Valerie's, so
Right.
it's just AHRB.
Yeah,
Well, no, I mean, you did technically, that's, like, I didn't have any site plan issues. You waived site plan by
Right.
just doing the AHRB.
Okay.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
I thought you were asking me if I had any site plan issues.
Okay.
I was like,
Want to have
no.
a public hearing, open and close up.
Sorry.
Hearing?
There's no public hearing associated with this. Okay, I mean, is there anyone here who wanted to speak to that? If we have concerns, that still have to be resolved?
it takes us into the AHRB meeting.
Okay, thank you.
15 Ogden.
Actually, yeah, let's go back to 7 Bramley, right?
Excuse me, am I done?
You're done.
I'm done. So I got the architectural review board and the planning board approval tonight?
Yes.
Oh, well, thank you very much. Have a great day.
All right.
You too.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman and board member. I am Tony Levisanos.
Might pull the mic over.
Oh, I'm sorry. Good evening, Mr. Chairman and board members. I am Tony Libasanos, and my wife Nancy and I are the owners of 7 Bramley Lane. Yeah, it was mentioned at the June meeting that this project was put on hold until we obtained easements from our abutting neighbors to construct the project. We have since then gotten those 2 easements, and we'd like to proceed with the project. As mentioned at the last meeting, there were no legal or engineering concerns, so we respectfully request that we be issued the permit to begin construction of this project.
Okay, well, this is a public hearing, so I move that we open the public hearing. Is there a second?
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, is there anyone who'd like to speak to this application? Seen anybody online? Okay, then I move that we close the public hearing. Do we have a second?
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Valerie, would you like to read the
Yes,
resolutions?
I have 2 resolutions. The first is for site plan approval, whereas the applicant is seeking site plan approval to replace an existing deteriorated railroad tie retaining wall with another railroad tie retaining wall. The property is located at 7 Bromley Lane. Now therefore be resolved, the planning board of the Village of Dobbs Ferry determines that based upon the findings and reasoning set forth below, the application for site plan approval is granted subject to the following conditions. It refers to the site plan stamped by AHRB PE dated April 29th, 2025. And the particular, the planning board, the conditions are specifically dealing with the village engineer, any outstanding stormwater and stormwater maintenance issues or agreements need to be made. The applicant shall pay for all outstanding consultant review fees. And those are the only conditions I have. We had a prior condition previously where we were contemplating having those easements, having the agreement executed, but that has been executed and has been submitted to the board, so it no longer needs to be a condition.
Okay, well, I make the motion. We have a second?
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
You're good to go.
And no, I need the AHRB
Oh,
resolution.
one more.
And then, whereas the applicant is seeking architectural and historic review approval, properties located at 7 Bromley Lane, and now therefore be resolved, the AHRB of the Village of Dobbs Ferry determines that based upon the findings and reasoning set forth below, the application for architectural and historic review approval is granted subject to the following. And then it's the site plans, again dated April 29th, 2025.
I make the motion. Do we have a second?
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Good luck. I know it's been a long
That's one of the longest
process.
yet.
Yes,
Long haul.
I retired 3 years ago. I never thought I'd have another engineering project. My old job. And now this is done, so I can go back to retirement.
Good luck with it.
Bravo for hanging on.
200 Ashford. No luck.
He's saying he adjourned the meeting?
Well, we have not received responses to the planning or the engineering memos that are open. So we can't really do much anyway, but we wanted to give you a chance to speak if there was something new. We'll continue the public hearing till next month. Okay? Okay, so I move that we continue the public hearing to next month.
Second.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay. And please follow up on those memos. We need that information to proceed. There's a planning memo and an engineering memo.
You should contact the building department to make sure that they have them, and they'll tell you what's necessary. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, the next item on the agenda is 62 Livingston Avenue, pre-submission conference for site plan approval for proposed replacement of existing retaining wall.
Good evening. My name's Al Borelli. I'm the owner of 62 Livingston Avenue. I'm going to replace the wall in like kind. It's crumbling. I'm going to use the same stone. We submitted the plans to the building department. I think that they were fine, I think. I didn't hear anything back, so That's pretty much it. It's a pretty easy project.
Okay, Anthony, where are we with this?
Well, we had started reviewing a set of plans, but then a revised set kind of surfaced a day or so ago. So I withheld that memo because a lot of it was, I think, addressed now because the wall's going to be replaced in kind. So we could take a look at it. It might need some engineering calculations or something like that, but we'll take a closer look at it.
What is what's the threshold we crossed that,
The 500 cubic feet.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, and then the height of the wall might require that there's, engineering calculations to
Okay.
back it up. That's something that could be submitted, at building permit time, again, the wall. But, so I think, being that it is in kind, that's why I withheld my memo. I don't want to,
Should we waive
a lot of
site
stuff on there that wouldn't have.
Well, I mean, I prepared a resolution in case you decided to waive site plan because it's a replacement in kind.
Right, well, I had concerns when it was shown as a block wall, and AHRB considerations with that, but if it's going to be replaced in kind, can we do the engineering, can we address the engineering concerns after approval?
There's no reason why it can't happen that way.
Okay.
That's fine.
Valerie, can you put something in the resolution to make sure that Anthony's happy before the building permit gets issued?
Should I put it in those exact words?
I'm sure you can,
That's very difficult.
That's a high bar.
Yes, I can.
This is,
okay, does anybody have
what he proposes.
concerns that would keep us
Yeah.
from moving forward?
I don't.
It looks good.
Okay, you want to read the resolution?
Sure. Whereas 60 Livingston LLC is seeking architectural and historic review approval for the properties located at 62 Livingston Avenue. Whereas now therefore be it resolved, the AHRB of the Village of Dobbs Ferry determines that based upon the findings and reasoning set forth below, the application for architectural and historic review approval is granted subject to the following conditions: approved plans set by Rolland Engineering dated February 21st, 2025, outcropping wall system, York Brown, and then the second is going to be that the submitted plans for building permit shall be reviewed by the village engineer.
Okay. I make the
I just want
motion.
to state that that's not at 62 Livingston Avenue. I live at 62, but that property is 60. It's
It's a lot.
a separate
It's the,
lot.
it's the parallel property.
But I mean, there's nothing on it. There's no home on, there's nothing on it.
Yeah, I
So
saw.
You stated 60 Livingston.
Well, that's the LLC, but I have 62 Livingston. That's what your application was submitted as. Do we?
Yeah, well,
Was it?
Yeah, because it says project location
Okay, so
62.
we'll have to correct that. Correct it.
Should
Can we
we
just
correct
adjust
it?
the resolution?
Yeah, should we trust the resolution?
Is that good enough?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hell, you're making things so hard for
I
us.
know, it's a tough thing, right? Changing the like kind and it's all coming apart.
All right, well, I make the motion. Do we have a second?
Second,
All in favor?
aye.
Okay,
Good,
good luck.
Good to go.
thank you.
Yeah.
The next item on the agenda is 160 Ashford Avenue, pre-submission conference for site plan approval for proposed two-story addition and new porch on existing residence. We have somebody,
Hello, I'm Rob Craveland. Together with my wife Laura, we own the property. Laura can't be here because she's doing her dream hike on the Pacific Crest Trail at the moment, so it's very exciting for her. I get very nervous in front of people, so it's not as exciting for me. She's fine at that, but all right, I get distracted. But we'd like to, basically, what we'd like to do is build an addition with an apartment for Laura's dad to move into the house. That's the basic idea, and then it's the addition around it. We did the drawings with Steve, and that's about it. That's the overview, and I think Steve can detail that out a bit more.
My name's Steve Seacon. I'm the architect working with the Grafflin family, and the project, as you know, is on the north side of the hospital, immediately adjacent. You don't really see it too much from Ashford because it's set significantly back. And we went through different iterations, and what we are showing you is kind of the most sensible, compact, workable solution, that we're trying to put forward. We got some comments back from engineering and planning, which we'll address in short order. Nothing looked too onerous, and be happy to answer any questions or present whatever you.
Okay.
Is this AHRB or site plan that we're just doing right now?
Both.
Both.
Valerie, you had questions regarding this project?
Well, I mean, I had when I did my review, I raised a couple questions dealing with like lighting, landscaping, the typical that we usually look at for site plan, but also just how that property is going to be used, because it looked like there might be more than one unit. So, because right now it's considered a single-family home, but then when I was looking at the plans, it looked like there might be 2 units coming in, right? So I think just your application just has an expansion, right, as opposed to you're actually turning it in from a single-family to a 2-family. So I just kind of update the application to clarify so that people are aware of that. And then I just noticed that the basement specifically is just for storage, and it's going to be a finished basement only for storage, and it was a very large area, and I just didn't know, will this be habitable? And if so, that should be noted as well.
At the moment, they have 2 young children, which I imagine in future years, that would probably become a playroom. Right now, it will be used for storage. So if it makes everybody more comfortable, we'll call it a playroom. I mean, it has the egress, it has the other.
Well, that's what we noticed, right?
Yeah.
So we were like, it looks like there's clearly plans to be habitable, but it's specifically labeled as storage, and so I think that
Okay.
will be important, especially when you submit for building permit.
Is it gonna be conditioned
Yes.
that it's not storage? So it's gotta be
Okay.
labeled as something.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll relabel it as a playroom.
Those were my comments.
Anthony, do you have a memo regarding this as well?
Yes, we have a memo, and, yeah, we noted the same things. With the 1 and 2 family, the zoning table actually notes 2-family on there proposed. It says it somewhere on the zoning table, but it looks like it's drawn as 1 unit. So is it proposed to be a 2-family?
I think maybe it looks like it's 1 unit because there's a door in between. Since it's my father-in-law, he's 75 now, we figured it's easy to kind of keep access.
Pass through.
Yeah, and he can just walk inside and come visit us. Sometimes we'll lock the door and he can't come walk inside. But, yeah, so that's maybe why it
Maybe
looks
that's
more.
why it was unclear. But so it's a 2-family, it's 1 family now, and it's proposed to be 2-family.
Exactly.
Okay, so does the zoning table need revision then?
Oh,
As a
their
two-
lot coverage is way under
Okay,
for,
but the zoning table is set up as like a 1, I don't think it's broken down.
it doesn't need to be.
You don't need-
He
you don't need-
just
okay.
has to add to the
Okay.
zoning table.
Right,
Each unit in MDR2 needs, off the top of my head, 5,000 square feet of property. So you just have to put that on the zoning chart.
yes, the things that apply to 2-family should be added to the zoning chart. Make it clear, 1 to 2-family, or, something, so it's clear, we just weren't clear on that. And then I just had some other comments regarding the stormwater and so forth, which, you could take a look at and just get back to me on those.
Yeah, it looked fairly understandable.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess the next question is do we think you're going to be able to coordinate with the building department and planning and engineering memos in time for us to call for a public hearing next month?
When do you need the resubmission by?
It's probably in about a week and a half to 2 weeks.
That's fine.
Matt?
Okay, is there anybody have a reason not to call for a public hearing next month?
No, but I do have one comment on the architecture.
Well, please, go ahead.
On the architecture. I mean, I think the house is fine. I'll point out that although this is not a place where we would enforce it, it obviously does violate the sky exposure plane pretty dramatically, but in these compact neighborhoods, we kind of know that, and that's not an issue. The thing that I just, and I don't think it's going to be particularly visible, but the thing that I have one architectural issue about, which you can think about, is whether or not, you don't have any of it on, the ability to show any of it on the screen, do you?
I have it on a thumb drive. I don't.
I can't tell from the drawings.
You want me to approach to?
I guess, although nobody else will really be able to see it.
Christina, can you share the project plan?
160 Ashford.
It's something I have a pet peeve about. I don't think it's a big deal, but maybe it's, what I'm seeing is not the way it is, and you can clarify it. Well, if you call up the set, we would go to the 3D models that are very good. The drawings, by the way, are super clear. It's very easy to understand the project. That's all good.
This one here, I'm sorry.
But like on sheet A4, there are a series of three-dimensional digital models, which would be useful. I think you have to rotate which you can, yeah. So if you go to the sheet A4, and then on the right-hand side,
Yes,
yeah, I think you can keep scrolling down.
A4 on the right-hand side, okay.
There you go.
There you go. And if you, can you zoom into the sheet and then slide over so that the renderings 3D model show. Okay, so my question is there a real change in plane where there's a kind of faux implication of there being, this house, I live in a house like this, right? There's a barn structure and then a dormer that essentially goes, but the dormer is set in from the rest of the volume of the house, right?
Right, yeah.
So this is not just applied, right? In other words, this and this are by some number of inches in a
They're not
different plane.
plain, correct.
Done.
Anyone else have comments or
Talking
concerns?
about this and this.
No, I'm talking about this,
Oh, okay.
where it's made to look,
Right,
like
right.
sometimes people have a house like this, they like glue this thing
The-
on
yeah, the
to
Dutch.
make it look like there's a Dutch thing behind it, and it's in the same plane, it's tacky. So as long as there's like, not that,
Relief, yeah.
but it sounds like you're already doing it, so
Right.
that's my only comment.
Okay, I move that we call for a public hearing, the August meeting.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay,
Thanks.
you have your homework to do.
Okay, great, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The next and last item on our agenda is 17 Oliphant Avenue, pre-submission conference for site plan approval, proposed second floor addition to existing one-story residence. You're online?
Yeah.
First thing I look at, submissions, so I look at the title.
What's that?
The first thing I do is I look at the title. No, neither.
Hi, good evening. Can you
Hi.
see, can you see my screen with the drawings?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, great. Um, Good evening. I'm Suzanne Levine. I'm with CGA Studio Architects, and I am the project architect for 17 Oliphant Avenue. I am representing Heather and Larry Lustig. They are joining the meeting also by Zoom tonight.
Heather's here.
Oh, Heather here. Oh, great. Oh, great. Um, So this is 17 Oliphant. It's a 1.5 story home built in 1953. It was renovated in 2011. Currently, the house has 1,379 square feet. It has 2 bedrooms and 1.5 bathrooms. And Heather and Larry would like to increase the square footage of the home to accommodate their family of 4. We are proposing a second floor addition, which would allow another bedroom, bathroom, a primary suite to be added to the home, which would be another 782 square feet. It would really keep the home still a modest size. And the benefit of going up is that we preserve this really lovely open green space that they have and beautiful gardens. And this is our location map. The blue is the existing home, and the red is our proposed second floor addition. You can see a lot of the homes in the area are similar in size, and we really made an effort to design the addition so that it would retain the mid-century modern character of the home and tie in with the other homes in the neighborhood. This is our site plan. We did go before the zoning board back in June 11th. There is an existing non-conforming rear yard setback, and the second floor increases the non-conformity. And we did get approval we did get a variance for that increase of the non-conformity. You can see we are not really touching the ground anywhere or increasing any coverage. However, we are proposing a small window well, about 22 square feet, to give the option to finish the basement and improve the basement space. Zoning data, again, showing the need for a variance at the rear yard. These are photos of all the neighboring properties. The houses are really many of them are a similar vintage, a mix of 1.5 to 2-story houses, some 3-story houses. I'll take you through our floor plans. This is the basement level with the additional window well. Our first floor plan, not many changes at the first floor, a little reconfiguring of some closets and the additional stair bringing us up to the second floor addition. This is our second floor addition with bedroom, bath, and dressing room and sitting room. Our front west elevation. We really are designed the second floor to pick up on a lot of the nice details of the original home. We are, long ribbons of glass. We're matching the cedar siding. We've picked up on the flare detail that you see on the front gable here, and just really tried to tie it in with the existing architecture. This is the south elevation, showing the original roof line and how we're extending that up. The east elevation, showing the second floor addition here. And our north elevation, this is the original home, and then this is our second floor addition. This is all the original home as well. We're also proposing just an existing, at the existing porch, a new metal railing. This is our material and color scheme. We actually are matching really everything because it just works so nicely. We are, the siding will be cedar siding. The original siding is also wood. We are proposing AZEK trim boards that will be painted and will look like wood when they're finished. And the roofing to match existing, copper, half-round copper gutters to match existing. And I think the other new element here really is this railing, which will pick up on the railing that we're introducing at the porch, a steel railing. We also we looked at the neighborhood. This is a topo map just to show you. I'm sure you're familiar as you go up Oliphant, it gets pretty steep pretty quickly. A lot of the houses surrounding the property are sited uphill. We did take a look at how the second floor addition might impact any views. And we feel like it really will have a negligible impact for any of the surrounding properties. We specifically looked at 9 Racing Lane, which is right behind 17 Elephant. And you can see here that this is our addition, this is the existing home, and the views really go over the existing one-story piece of the house. So, we feel like, not to mention that there's a really very thick green screen surrounding the property, very tall evergreens. So we feel like it really won't impact the neighbors too much. And that's really the gist of the project. I'm happy to answer any questions.
I think, I'm sorry.
So before we get started, I have a note that there are no planning or engineering memos associated with this project?
No.
So no concerns from your standpoint?
No.
Okay, sorry, Rob, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, it seems like a great project. Seems really nice. And I was gonna say, the thing that I just really appreciate is showing site sections, like the one you show that cuts through the adjacent properties and then shows their property. Not enough people, we should think about what we want to require as part of this mission. But showing the sections, cross sections through the larger site is just really responsible, and I think, and very valuable. So I appreciate the clarity of the drawings.
Thank you.
We as the board appreciate it.
I have one question. On the north elevation, the project has this real nice rhythm going around all of the elevations, and the addition seems the windows, for some reason, for me anyway, they seem they don't seem to match the rhythm of the rest of the house. Just curious.
Well, let me take you to the. I think the idea is this is the new. Oops, let's go to the front. This is the bedroom. What we see in the house are corner windows wrapping around everywhere around the house, and we are just trying to keep that look, but with the ribbon of glass in the front. And as we turn, we are at the north elevation. We are limited by the roof line, but we are continuing that big 4-foot panel of glass to match the glass sliders. So in the room, you will have that look, and we really, and the same at the stair. This is kind of picking up on that as well. And the transoms, the fixed glass really does pick up on the shape of these glass walls that are at the living room. We felt that this was really kind of a nice way to handle it, because we can't really have glass here with this intersecting roof, and we feel like it, will feel great in the space, and thought it was the best solution for this elevation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just curious.
Yeah. I mean, we definitely put a lot of thought into it, but the bedroom space. This is the bedroom space here. So this is, there's a little bit of because the ridge of this roof hits right here, it doesn't really give an opportunity for kind of the same size glass that we have here.
Right.
And you can see here, this is that L that we're making of glass at the stair.
Mm-hmm. That's nice.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah, thank you.
Yes,
Anybody else? Comments, concerns?
nice.
Anybody have a reason why we should call for a public hearing next month?
Nope.
I move that we call for a public hearing next month. Do we have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, we'll see you next month.
Okay,
Thank you.
thanks so much.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
Bye.
Anybody have any business before we adjourn? No? I move that we adjourn the meeting. Do I have a
Yes.
second?
Wow.
I would point out that this was not a record. I think the record still goes to Ed Plotkin. I think
For the
he was school
shortest
chair
meeting.
for the shortest meeting.
Yeah.
I think we had one that was 25 minutes.
This is
So it's not bad.
10 minutes of
All
eight.
right, well, we're not done yet, so